How's it going, everyone? I wanted to do a 2 weeks review on the battery life on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'm really liking this phone. Very, very good phone, in my opinion. Um, so from what my usage, I'm getting about, let me show you after. Hold on one second. On Wi-Fi, like yesterday, 5G LTE. This was probably my best day. 9.5 hours screen on time, and that was at a 40% remaining, which would mean about 15, 16 hours screen on time if I went to zero, which is insane. Um, that was right here. I mean, this is the same usage at 40%. 9.5 hours screen on time. You can see YouTube is my biggest usage. And yeah, so it's pretty insane. Right now, let me see here. So if you go here, general software update, 18.0.1. It took about 14 days to stabilize. So it took a while to stabilize the battery life on this. It took about, I would say, probably 8 to 10 days. I was getting kind of pissed off because I thought the battery life would be better. And I was just kind of waiting, hitting it as hard as I could. And I was ending the days with about, 20, 30%. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. I charge it around, I think, like 9 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So it does last me a day, but now it's so much better. It just took a while. I think it's the stupid indexing that Apple does. It just took forever. And today, I mean, I was out, mostly outside, and I'm getting, let me see here. So if you go to battery, I'm getting about 10 to 12 hours screen on time, which is really good on, without Wi-Fi. So I'm getting, what did I say, 12 to 13 hours screen on time. And that's my usage off Wi-Fi. With Wi-Fi, it's about 15 to 16 hours. So I get a lot better, with Wi-Fi as opposed to without, going outside, having a brighter screen, all that. But I like dark mode too. I'm just starting to get into it kind of, and that helps a lot on your battery life. Um, Another thing is I don't understand this, the charging. A lot of people say they charge it to 80%. I think that's stupid. I mean, you wake up with 80%, and that's all you have all day. I would kill it every day. And I just think that's the dumbest thing. Even like 90%, I'd be like, shit, I lost 10%. I'm not, using my phone anymore. Um, I mean, I'd rather have 100%. It's like a full tank of gas. When you're, if you do a full tank of gas, you feel better, as opposed to like a 3/4 tank or a half a tank. But that's just me. That's how I feel. And so I just use 100% all the time. And this tells you the cycle count, so how many charges you do. 17 I've been. So yeah, I am impressed finally with the battery life on the 16 Pro Max. Um, I'm hoping, I'm going to keep this for at least 3 years minimum. I like the USB to C. That's another thing I like. It's a new charging. I can't even see that. But it's a new charging way, and you had to buy a new cable for it. So that was kind of a pain in the ass, but it's faster, according to some people. Um, and yeah, so I'm using all Spigen stuff, the Spigen Screens Protector. I like this too, the Spigen, this is the case, 01 edition, that's what it's called. Very good case, in my opinion, and I'm coming from OtterBoxes. I love this case. It was only like 20 bucks. This feels very, very light too compared to my 13 Pro Max. Um, I love the action button. So these are the things I like compared to my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I love the action button because you can just, enable things really quick. This is like all shortcuts, but I can, go to my bank accounts. I can do mute, unmute, still enable alarm, do stuff that I use typically all the time. So that's cool. I like that a lot. I do like the camera control. I'm getting used to it. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it's great, like in a pinch. You can do it really, really quick. I know a lot of people use the action button for a camera, but I think that's pointless to have two camera things. The camera on this is really, really good too. Uh, at night too, and I know it has a good slow motion. I didn't use that yet, but I should. It's lightweight too, compared to the 13 Pro Max. I love the black titanium. I think that looks sick. Um, I was gonna do what was that called? Natural titanium, or not natural titanium. It was the desert titanium, but it was supposed to be bronze, and they didn't do it bronze. It was more of a, gold pinkish color, and I didn't like it. But I like that you can change, the apps around, which is cool too. I think that's awesome. But overall, I'm very impressed with the battery life, that was my biggest hope. Um, on Wi-Fi, like I said, I'm getting 15 to 16 hours screen on time, which is insane. And without Wi-Fi, it doesn't even get hot either. My 13 Pro Max always got hot. And off Wi-Fi, like when I'm out and about, it's getting me about, I would say 12 to 13 hours screen on time. So that's pretty big difference, but it depends how you use it. I mean, some days I'm working from home, some days I'm not. So I do better, in the house, and the brightness is a lot lower inside, obviously. Um, but yeah, so that's my impressions of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I do not have any regrets of getting this. It's not a huge, huge jump for me because I had the 13 Pro Max, which was awesome. Um, and this is an awesome phone too. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not a huge, huge jump um, in terms of like, it's just nice to get the battery life back. It just doesn't feel huge, like a huge, huge upgrade. I mean, they do have different buttons, which is kind of funny because Apple removed the Touch ID. They removed features, but they're bringing back buttons now. It's kind of weird. We got a camera button, dedicated, which I wish they put a Touch ID, enabled, just to um, open the apps, open things up. Even like if you wanted to, pay for things, that would have been cool. If you could like triple click the camera button to pay for stuff, that would have been awesome. Um, or use, Touch ID into the camera button. But yeah, um, overall, I really like this phone. I got about $650 off of it, which was awesome. Because I sold my iPhone 8 Plus, which is an old phone, for $200 cash on Marketplace. Then I sold my 11 Pro Max, which was probably my favorite phone of all times, in that midnight green. I sold that for $250. And then I got $200 cash back for what was it, Capital One, for opening a credit card. So that was like $650 off this phone. So that was pretty huge. I bought this basically half price. So I think that's awesome. Very, very lightweight, it feels to me. It doesn't even feel that tall either. A lot of people are bitching about how tall it is, and I think it feels the same as the 13 Pro Max to me. Um, it just feels lighter weight compared though. And I do really like this phone. The cameras, the features, everything just seems good to me. But it's not a huge upgrade because it just feels so familiar to me, if that makes sense. 256 gigs is great too. If you go to, let me see here, general and then iPhone storage, I think I only used, yeah, 42 gigabytes of my 256 gigabytes, and photos is the most, used storage. So that's something to note. Um, I just think this thing's a battery beast. It's a battery how, if you're a normal user, you're gonna get probably a day and a half to 2 days out of this phone. Um, Maybe the iPhone Ultra will come eventually, but I think it's going to be like iPhone 18 or iPhone 19. They're going to make us wait for that. And I'm going to keep this as long as I can. I'll just, battery swap if I have to. The batteries went up too in price. If you look on Apple's website, I think it's like $120. So that kind of sucks in a way. But overall, though, yeah, I like this phone a lot. Black titanium is probably one of my favorite colors of all times. I think it's great. Um, I kind of want the Apple Watch Ultra just because I have the old school SE. It works good. I mean, you can see the scratches from my dog just, playfully scratching me, but it'd be fun to have both both gadgets, I guess. And I use my iPhone all day, every day, especially for making content. And I really like the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Um, I didn't want to get the 16 Pro because of the battery life. I knew the 16 Pro Max had the best battery life to date, and that's what I wanted. And I am so far I'm pleased. I'll probably keep it on iOS 18.0.1. Um, I know that we're supposed to be getting the what's it called? iOS 18.1, which was going to have Apple Intelligence, which I really could care less about. I didn't buy the phone for Apple Intelligence. I bought the phone for basically battery life and making content and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure that the Apple Intelligence will use a lot of battery and a lot of power and a lot of background into this phone. So I'd rather just, keep on this for a while um, and use it as is, basically, out of the box, how it came. And we shall see. But let me know down below in the comments, did you buy one of these? Did you buy an iPhone 16 Pro Max or iPhone 16? The iPhone 16s look great too. I know they put the camera like this. It's just two lenses. It's pretty cool. The, colors are a lot better. The only thing you don't get is the 120 hertz display, which I, I mean, it's great, but I think this is a lot better. The display, the borders are, you can't even tell there's borders on this anymore. I think that's awesome. Dynamic Island, I'm adjusting to. It's pretty cool. I like it better than you know, the the notch they called it. But all right, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A thumbs up's much appreciative. Like I said, I'm impressed with this iPhone battery life. I know a lot of people, just don't even use their phones and they say it'll last like 4 days. But you can see I am using the hell out of this phone. And I want to, I'm not going to preserve it and do 80% every day. Um, like they say on the charging. I think that's kind of stupid. It's like a half tank of gas, like I said. But, all right, thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up's much appreciative. Take care.